Just shut up. Shut up. Hey, what do you got going on over there? What's in there? What's in the box? What is that? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the Xbox? What's in the Xbox? What's in the Xbox? Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video, and welcome to another in the What's in the Xbox series, which I haven't done for a little while, and this was kind of inspired by my good chum Alan Stewart, Mainmeister. He has recently done some videos where he's opening up old boxes of stuff in storage, and he had asked me, hey, do you mind if I use your What's in the Xbox intro as part of that? And I said, sure, that's awesome. And a few folks have actually subscribed to me, thanks to Alan. And I'm thinking maybe you should see the original that this was all based on. This is my What's in the Xbox series, where what had happened is a friend of mine was getting rid of his Xbox, his original OG Xbox, and he said, do you want it? I said, sure. And it's been modified so that it can actually play all these burned discs. He's got stacks and stacks of games that I've never tried because I didn't really have an Xbox back in the day. So I've been going through this collection of discs here one by one to try them all out. So let's try whatever's next in the list. I kind of like the fact that I don't know what's coming up next. Last time it was The Matrix Path of Neo. So this time, this will be an interesting one. This time it's Sonic Mega Collection Plus? Now, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do this because typically with these What's in the Xbox videos, I try out the tutorial and then I play the game, see what I think, and then I play for an hour. But this is a collection of different games, so I don't know. I guess I'll just try a handful of each of them or something. Let's give this a whirl here. I guess I want to go to... I don't need manuals or extras or anything. Let's just start a game. Okay, I guess you have to unlock these others as you go. How many are there? Ooh, there's a lot. Oh, I got a few others. Okay, well, let's go back up. And, of course, start at the beginning with Sonic the Hedgehog, who, as you know, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of, but let's give this a whirl. And by no means is that a pass against the Sonic fans out there. I know he's definitely got those who love him. Am I in this already? No, this is just the intro. Okay, so start. Okay, this is me really playing now. Okay, so... yes, I've already done a video about how I'm not necessarily the biggest Sonic fan, but it's not like there's anything wrong with Sonic. I don't really love the run to the left as fast as you can until you hit the... Whoa, and you really got to concentrate on this game. You know, till you hit something like spikes and then you lose all your rings. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you know what? He's definitely a classic character, so... And I was not part of the whole... Oh, wait a minute. There's another thing for making him run. Where's that? Oh, yeah. How do you make him do that spinball-y thing? Is it this? No. Is it that? No. Is it this? Nope. I thought there was a thing where you pull down? How do you make him do the spinny thing? You know, like he's gonna charge up and do a... Oh, man. What a rookie. I'm sure somewhere... Sheesh. The Sonic fans are all screaming right now, like Gross Newton and stuff. Anyway, alright, let's just proceed along here. Yeah, that thing! How do you make him do that as a button press? I know there's a way. I don't know. Whatever. I mean, I'm actually doing surprisingly well. Oh, is that level 1? It is! Hey! Without even really trying that hard. There we go with zone 2. No, yeah, what isn't there a way to make him, oh shoot, make him do the sort of charging up his move thing? Where is that? I thought that would have been, whoa. Is it down to the side? Nope. Nope. Admittedly, with this Xbox controller, I'm sure it's like B or C or something on the original, oh, I keep doing that. I'm sure it's B or C on the original Genesis / see, that's what I don't like. Mega Drive controller. Oh. Yeah. See, this is why I'm not a fan of Sonic. And I'm dead. Well, we'll not try and do the crazy move. Instead, we'll die, apparently. Okay, come on, let's do this. Did so well on the first round, you'd think, oh, he's a pro. Now I'm doing completely lousy. And again, I think that's part of why I'm not a huge Sonic fan. It almost doesn't feel like there's any skill involved. You just sort of randomly jump. I'm sure there is. I'm sure those Sonic fans are going to yell at me for saying, no, you got to know there's an artistry and a balance to knowing when to jump and when not to jump, etc. But I think unless you have memorized these levels and you've played them to death, just flew right through that mission. Unless you've done all of that, which I haven't, then this is not a most compelling game. And number 3, yeah, now we're going to get into some crazy stuff here. I thought for sure. Okay. Woo! I mean, it's definitely, for the time, I understand all you had at that point was Mario, and that he is slower and not as, I don't know, doesn't have as much the sort of thing that a kid would enjoy to play, you know, with the speed and that 90s attitude and all that kind of stuff, but I don't find this all that much fun to play. I'm kind of just randomly, there's no particular skill I am showing. Oh, wait a minute. A lot of people would argue, yeah, you're not showing any skill at all, buddy. Is there something up in that tree? Yes, haha. But this is sort of the whole game. Like, you just sort of fly along until you hit something, and then you die. Oh, okay, now we'll take on Dr. Robotnik. What's the technique here? Well, don't do that. Don't jump on the ball. Okay. How do I get him? Oh, there you go. You just sort of hit him. All right. Ooh, and avoid the ball. All right. I still got one ball. Wow. All right. Nah, it's gone now. Or one ring, I should say. Ugh. Well, that's me dead. Let's move on to another game. I don't know if I really want to do Sonic Hedgehog 2. I guess for testing purposes, let's give it a whirl. Yes, you read that right. Tails' real name is Miles Prower. Okay, let's do this. And we're off to a stellar start, as usual. Again, maybe at the time this would have seemed really awesome for kids, you know, trying to show they're not just wanting to play little childlike games like the Nintendo titles tended to be, but I was never really into this era, and the reason why is because of one single button, which I'm going to do a video about someday. I've sort of hinted at that before. I think Swifto's even asked, so what's your problem with something like the Super NES or whatever, and I said, oh, it's one button, which I will tell you all about one day. Ooh, am I invincible? That's kind of cool. I guess this is a neat variation on the same theme. You know, you're kind of going around a different world. The Tails element is kind of cool. You've got partner, you play 2-player. It's alright. We'll assume Sonic and the Hedgehog 3 is much of the same. Sonic and Knuckles, kind of similar. Instead, let's try out Sonic 3D Blast. Oh, that's that sort of role-playing game. You know what else we got on here? Okay, Sonic Spinball. Let's do Sonic Spinball for something different. The 3D Blast... Okay, you know what? No, I'm going to go with 3D Blast. I should do them in sequence. Let's do this. Oh, I like the intro. Ooh, I don't know if I like that though. That's super chunky looking. Which, I guess at the time on the hardware this appeared on, this would have been very impressive, but... Ooh, ouch. Alright. Now, as I understand it, this one is a little more, what, like a role-playing adventure type of a thing? I mean, you do the Sonic thing. Ooh, God. Okay. Okay. Never played this, clearly. Oh, how do you, oh, yeah, that's how you jump. How do you jump over? I guess you don't do that. Alright. Oh, you want to go up here. Oh, man, I don't like the controls on the Xbox iteration here. But what I will say is this is kind of a neat Marble Madness in reverse thing we got going on here. How do I jump up into that? Ooh, what does that do? Do I want to do something here? Let's try again. What am I supposed to do here? I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that thing. Maybe that's part of the adventure. Oh, jeez, get away from that. Ah, and of course, I've lost all my rings. This is actually surprisingly not as bad as I thought. I'm very glad I stuck to my routine and said I would do this in sequence, because this is not bad at all. This is got a Marble Madness vibe to it. I'm liking it. Ooh, how do I get that guy? That's how you get that guy. I think with the original controller it would have been better. Just not really liking how the Xbox D-pad, you know, it's famous for not being very good. But it's, this is, I take it back. This is actually kind of fun. If you like Marble Madness. If you're kind of a retro old school guy who was into that scene, I wonder if we're supposed to be going up there though. Then this would have been right up your alley. Where's supposed to go from here? I'm gonna jump on that. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's get that thing because I want to get whatever that extra life is or something. I think I picked it up, whatever it is. And where do I go from here? Oh, I'm gonna take him on, I suppose. Got him now. I'm thinking though I'm supposed to go somewhere from this spot, though, aren't I? Where do I go from here? Somewhere Sonic fans are yelling at me right now. Let's see. I should maybe research this, because this does seem pretty cool. Yeah, are we supposed to do something in there? Oh, that's where you deliver the babies you were carrying? We can't do much on that. Okay, well, this is not too bad, actually. Yeah, okay. I might actually revisit this one sometime when I've actually learned what the heck I'm supposed to do. This has surprisingly intrigued me, and I didn't think it would. So maybe I will try this cartridge out on the original hardware, because this D-pad's really killing me. But yeah, not too bad actually. Sonic 3D Blast. I think I will definitely investigate that one. Let's do Sonic Spinball. And with these controls, with the Xbox controller, I have no idea what flippers would be. I mean, that's one of them there, but what's the other one? Oh, good, jump up, do something, I guess. Which button am I supposed to hit? Okay, so hang on. How do you get that guy? It is very weird with the Xbox. Normally, I quite like. Is that? Hang on. Okay, jump. I'm just going to hit both flippers simultaneously because I can figure out how to do both of them, but not individually. Yeah, I'm normally a pretty big fan of digital pinball tables, but this is just sort of weird and out there, and I do like the notion of Sonic as a... Oh, he's dead. Sonic as a ball. That's very clever. It's a bit like I played Metroid Prime Pinball on the Nintendo DS. Really like that. Again, Samus does kind of a ball shape, so if your character can be formed into a ball, or Pac-Man, he's another one who's known for this stuff. Oh no! There goes Sonic. Yeah. If your character can do a ball shape, and you can turn that into a game, I'm sort of on board, but... Okay, so that's your jump. But this is just weird, and it's far too easy to die. Okay, are you toast? You are. Oh, okay, that's both. Right. Let's try this. And... I don't know, I think, you know, this must be a lot of fun for the Sonic community, but I don't really like it that much. Can you tilt? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, not really feeling the Sonic Spinball love, to be honest. And I do like things like Alien Crush and all that kind of stuff, and the Gator pinball game on the original Game Boy. I really like that. Like, heck, even Kirby's pinball on Game Boy as well. That's a lot of fun. So I like digital pinball made for home consoles, but this is just, it's like it doesn't really know what it wants to be entirely, and I'm not there for the ride. So I think that's going to be it for Sonic Spinball, I'm afraid. Now, I believe Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is very much like Columns, which I have played on the Game Gear, so I'm going to avoid that. Sonic Hedgehog again? Why is he in there twice? Sonic Labyrinth? I don't know that one. But from the little background there, it looks again very much like that 3D one that I was kind of intrigued by, the Marble Madness-y type thing. Sonic Drift! Yeah! Let's do a kart racer. Yeah, that one, I guess. Don't know what these do, so green. Yeah, stick with Sonic. Why am I not moving? Okay, now I'm moving. Ooh, yikes. I'm guessing by the very simplified graphics, this, oh jeez, this is actually a Game Gear game? Yikes. which is kind of good because I do like the Game Gear, and I wouldn't mind finding a few more titles for it. This is a nice way to preview before I decide. Oh, wow. But I gotta admit, as a Mario Kart ripoff, it ain't stellar. It's not terribly exciting. Ooh. Do I want to hit the things in the center? Do they give me power-ups, or do I want to avoid the things in the center? I guess it depends on what they are. Like, that looks like it's bad. That's how did I do? I did not do well. Oh, third. Not bad. What was the point of the crystal I picked up at the beginning? Oh! Oh, he's got a little turbo thing. Hang on. I probably used it all up now, but that's interesting. If this is a Game Gear game, it's only got 2 buttons. Ah! I'm guessing I used up the turbo. Turbo. Okay. Yeah, this is alright. I can't say it's really wowing me, so I don't think I'll be picking this one up for my Game Gear. Yeah, stay on the road. Maybe with original Game Gear D-pad this is better. I gotta admit, I really like the Game Gear D-pad, but with this Xbox, I'm using the thumbstick, which is too loosey-goosey, and the Xbox D-pad is really terrible, so that ain't gonna work. Yeah, okay, I think we tried this now. I think I'm done. Oh yeah, it is for the Game Gear, because you got that logo on the side that says it's a Game Gear game. So, okay, then Sonic Chaos is that as a Game Gear game. That's why Sonic showed up again. That's Sonic the Hedgehog for the Game Gear. Labyrinth is the 3D Spinball-y thing, whatever. Okay, now I got it. Sonic Chaos is more of that. Sonic Blast is more of that. Mean Machine. Okay, yeah, I get it. So these are Game Gear games, and above are Sega Genesis games, and I guess you can unlock, with a couple more points, you can get the others, which I could look up, or maybe I'll save it as a surprise. But I think I'm good. I can't really say this collection wows me. As I say, I confess I'm not a huge Sonic fan, so that's a big factor. But even so, it's not really doing it for me. So I will not be returning to the Sega Sonic collection. I don't know what the plus meant. I don't see anything plussy about this. Let's go back to the main menu. Those are the games. We have the manuals, some extras, and some options. What are in the extras? Movies from Sonic Heroes, which I will not be playing because obviously I don't want to get a copyright strike. Yeah, you get some nice pictures and that. That's cool. Alright, so yeah, this is the Sonic Collection Plus for the original Xbox. I'm doing it because of what's in the Xbox, but I gotta say, I'm not really in love with it, so I don't think I'll play it again. And now I know a little bit, I can try some games before I buy for the Game Gear. That's something useful. I have found a very useful business case for this particular game. Maybe I'll revisit it and see if I'm interested in any of those Game Gear titles. I'll try them here, try before I buy. Alright, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.